Welcome to this little tutorial how to solo over chord progressions. Since you clicked on this video, I assume that you can already play some solos and that you know the pentatonic like this. Fifth position, A minor pentatonic or C major pentatonic, which is the same notes. And so now let's see how we can expand this a little bit. I also assume that you know the C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and the chords that you can build on the scale. This is super easy to see on a keyboard if you have a keyboard, and then you go from the C chord and you just keep that shape and stay on the white keys. Then you go up from C, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B half diminished, strange chord there on the B, and then you're back to C, and then it repeats. So if we leave out the half diminished chord, we get like 3 major chords, 3 minor chords in the key of C. So we have a C, F, and G, and then we have A minor, D minor, and E minor. And as long as you stay with those chords, you can stay inside the key of C, and you can improvise in the key of C. And that makes it pretty easy because you can let your ear guide you and you will not really land on the wrong note there. If you have C, A minor, D minor, 7, and a G, I will play G sus. And then I will just noodle the pentatonic a little bit up and down here. It sounds like this. So you cannot really play wrong notes here or something. So I assume that that's something that you are familiar with. But you can now react a little bit more to the chords by adding some notes that are still inside the C major scale. And that are chord tones, especially for instance, on the D minor, when you reach the D minor, so there's the D minor also, there's the F here, which we don't have in the pentatonic. So if you focus a little bit on this F while the D minor is going on, this will spell out the chord a little bit better and will sound slightly more interesting than just noodling the or staying on the pentatonic scale. So let me show you this. I will add another note. I will add the B, especially over the C major chord and over the A minor chord. The B sounds really nice because on the C major chord it gives us a major 7, and on the E minor it gives us a 9. That's really pretty. So same example, start with C major, now on the F, yeah, so you can already react a little bit to the chords there and to the chords, what's going on, and that's adding something interesting. to spell out some chord tones. So that's one way you can expand your pentatonic playing by reacting to certain chords, especially like a D minor, and also like if the chord F is coming, you could if you see this F chord shape here, you can react to this. So there's already some possibilities. And you can add, before I forget it, you can add the blue note, of course. That's always an option. The blue note in this case would be the E flat. You have it here or you have it here. E flat. Let me give you one example where I focus a little bit on adding a blue note and how it sounds. I will still try to go on the F here when the D minor comes. Let's see how this works together. So this is was the blue note and a little bit of spelling out the chords. But what happens now if there's a chord in your progression that isn't in the key of C? And I will give you two examples for this, because that's where things start to become a little bit even more interesting. If we have a D7, for example, instead of the D minor. So what changes there is the F becomes F sharp. Let's try to bring this in now. And let's do some research first. So where we have this D7 shape. We have it here. Then there is a D7 with the F sharp here on the D string. And then we have a D7 here with the F sharp here on the B string. There is a D7 and we have one here. So I will try stay in this range here, in this position, so we have those two D7 chords. And F sharp is here and here. So now, if I'm coming from the A minor, and I want to go to the D7, I would land on the F sharp to really make the spell the chord out there. And then going back to the A minor with a little bit of blues, and then back to the D7. I'm landing on the F sharp again. So make sure you practice this a little bit and practice it really slow. Search some licks, try to see the shapes and to know where the F sharp is before you start to improvise. So to make sure you check out really some options where to go. Let me give you an example now. The chord progression is C major, A minor, and D7. Okay, I'm starting just with the pentatonic. I might add a B here and there. And a blue note here and there. Okay, let's see. Another chord that you see quite often in the chord progression in the key of C is an F minor. If you come from the F and then go to F minor and back to the C. You probably have heard this in many songs. You have this. Now let's see which shapes we can play for the F minor. Let's do the research. We have F minor here, and you can also play it in this way. And then we have F minor here in the A form. So there's not too many options right now. I would focus on this one and on this one. And then you can lead back to the chord C. To practice this a little bit and to see it better, you might work on some arpeggio like this, coming from the F major chord and going to the F minor. Back to the F major chord. F, A, C, F, A, C, and then F minor, C, A flat, F, C, A flat, F. And then I resolve into the C chord. Yeah, try to play around with this a little bit to see the shapes before you start improvising. I will show you an example. It's again C, A minor, F, and then F minor. So here we go. Yeah, just to give you some ideas what you can play over those chords, or it takes a while to and do this really slow, to play around and to explore and different positions and where you see the chord and the chord shapes, and to find the A flat and stuff like that. So now let's combine everything that we had so far, and I will give you a chord progression that has a D7 in it and also the F minor. So chord progression is now C, A minor, D7, F, and F minor. And then it's going back to the C. Yeah, now you can work with all the things that we had so far here. Pentatonic, blue note, add the B for the A minor chord, and then when the D7 comes, maybe add some chromatic. Then we have the F, F minor, and back to the C chord. Okay, so let's do it with the playback. Here we go. So there at the end, I was landing on the major 7. When we're going back to the chord C, I added the B because I liked the sound there. It's a little bit different than just playing or thinking scales. I think more in chord tones and seeing chords and chord shapes. And I think that's a very musical way of improvising then. I hope this was helpful for you. I appreciate your like and subscribe for my little channel. And thanks for stopping by. I will give you one more example. And have a good day. See you soon.